Ladies and gentlemen, the G.I. Joe Falcon glider, and this came out in the 83, 84 range, and for the 3 3/4 figures, and it was made out of a very thin styrofoam, so you could actually throw it, and it did fly, but once it hit something, I mean, it pretty much you destroyed it within 5 to 10 minutes, and you really couldn't save it, so flimsy and everything. So 40 years later, if you want to try to find one, it's almost impossible because it just commands such high price. I don't have the glider anymore, but I do have the harness and, of course, the exclusive tan grunt and the Viper pilot in the back there. But there's a gentleman that made I want to say, a replica of the 3 3/4 ones, which they don't fly. His was just a static piece, and it was made like, I want to say, out of foam board, if in a way, but still, it was very sturdy and retro blasting. Analog Toys, they have reviews of it, and there's a few others that have it. But I had an idea. Uh, I've been wanting to build one, but I've been wanting to build one in 6 inch scale, 1/12 scale, and I thought, well, wonder if I could possibly do it. And I've been debating whether I wanted to. And there's a video by Analog Toys, which he has a custom Action Force glider. I thought, well, I really didn't want to do the Joe Falcon or the Cobra, because most everyone would do those two. But Action Force really didn't have any. I don't even think the original Action Force had the glider, but the custom one here for the SAS one, I thought, well, what if we do one for modern Action Force? So, with that being said, I sat out and I drew a template. Now, again, I got to give a little disclaimer. This thing is 24 inches wide and about a foot, 12 inches deep here. And again, I don't know if it was supposed to be bigger, but I wanted a good moderate dimension so it can be used to, I won't say play with, but also I could display it and not, have a complete, flying wing on the workbench. So, made my paper template, and then I cut it all out of EVA foam, which is very, very light, very durable, and again, you can't fly it, but at least it's very, very, and not plastic because I didn't want it too heavy. It's just a very, very durable material to work with. So the yellow is a floor mat, and the I'm going to say whitish gray is actually high density foam that you can get from SKS Props. And I cut out the template, cut it out. I cut out a smaller piece just to laminate the top, because on the floor mats you have a texture, and I wanted it smooth out. I added the brackets, like you can see on the brackets on there. And it is supposed to be rounded off, and I took some foam dowel and cut that in half and put that on there. I still got to do a little bit of shaping and refining. I did change it up just a tad. What's a good view on that? The side wings, I glued them on the sides. I was going to put them where they should be on the Falcon, but I wanted a little more sturdier, and I wanted it a little bit, just a tad bit different. You can see how it's kind of not completely to the edge, but I wanted mine to be just a tad bit different. And then I added the strip for the figure, which, if you look, and I may have to try to find a picture, but the don't show the underside of the bracket here, but there's actually like I want to say a little vent, little parts. It does have laser cannons. You might be able to see it on the very, very top. We're going to do them with styrene tube or brass rod, depending on whatever I find first. But the one thing is, how do you put a figure on it? And that was one thing that again, kind of stopped me in a way from building this. And then I came up with, if you And again, if you watch the analog toy ones, he mentions he put the figure on here with rubber bands. And a lot of people will do that even with the replica ones of the Falcon glider. They'll put their figure and then wrap him with, and it holds him, which, hey, whatever works. But on the foam one here, I thought, well, what if we put a little, I want to say seat, and he fits really good. He's very sturdy, doesn't tip or fall out. Of course, Action Force figures are a little more stiffer, which I actually prefer. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to add a little base there on the just to hold the feet. And again, you still be able to use his arms, you know, hold a gun or you know, I want to say control it. And does fit the Action Force one. Does fit Joe. Joe's a little bit loose. I don't know. Their figures are always just a tad bit loose, but he does fit even without the support. But I'm going to probably put the ones for the feet. I think that'll work out fine. But other than that, I may, after getting the figure on and putting the foot plate, I may, if I can find the, I may add some something about like that right in there around his under his arms, just to make sure you don't like teeter, and just try to give a little more stability to hold the figure. But I think that'll work. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to do a part one, as I wanted to show just a basic build, and all I did was cut out 2 pieces of foam, added some details. And my next thing I've got to do is I got to seal it all, and that is with Mr. Heat Gun. We're gonna seal the texture, or seal the foam, and then we'll take some, which will take a couple days. We'll spray some plastic coat on it, and hopefully start painting. But I wanted to show the basic construction of the glider, which I'm at the detailing point, and also at the boring sanding stage, which again, I just went and smoothed out all the edges and beveled them all off so we could have a decent glider. But anyway, I think that works out, and not too big, and I think it fits really well. And I haven't decided on which Action Force color scheme, because I really don't want to do the Falcon or the Cobra one, which I assume everyone else would probably do, but I want to do something of the nature of a Action Force Falcon glider. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. We are building the Falcon glider out of EVA foam. So that's what we got going on today. Stay tuned for next exciting episode.